again, YouTube. Coming back with another camping video. On my way back to Potato Creek. It's been about 11 months since I've been here, close to a year. Gonna try a new hot tent. Got a buddy heater back there. Make some food and hang out. Today is Saturday, November 4th, also. And unfortunately, I was hoping to time it where I would get down here with autumn colors, but it looks like a lot of the leaves have fallen. Near where I live, they still haven't quite fallen down yet, but looks like out here they mostly have. But we'll see if that's the case once I actually get to the park. When I made my reservation earlier today, it looked like a lot of spots were taken up, so I'm expecting it to be pretty busy, but we will see. It's about a little after 4. Sun shouldn't set until about 6:30 tonight. So, is this my exit? I think this is my exit. I'm gonna take it. If it's not, we can always get back on. But yeah, Potato Creek Park should be just ahead, and I will see you when we get there. Alright, we are in. Yeah, most of the trees out here are unfortunately pretty bare, but that's alright. Feel it. It's like it's just a little bit windier out here. Look at that. I don't remember there being water there before. Or over here. I wonder if the water table is pretty high this season. Too bad I didn't bring my fishing pole and stuff like that. Alright, let's take a walk. Familiar scenery. I've been in this area twice before. I think today we're going to go into the maze thing that was out here, assuming it's still here this year. I'm surprised there's still even a little bit of greenery in here. It does look like it's fairly busy today, so I'm expecting the campground itself to be pretty busy too, but that's alright. I'm not going to bother anyone as long as nobody bothers me. There's the maze. I love this place. It's so peaceful and quiet out here. At least in this particular section. That'll be even better if I hopefully get out for some winter camping later on. Take a left this time. Now the breeze is slightly chilly, but overall it's still comfortable. I'm very curious how my tent is going to be tonight. That, and I've only set it up once, so you may get to have a good time watching me try to struggle with that. Hopefully not, though. I see some animal trails in here. This is where the grass is pushed down. Maybe like some rabbits or something. Maybe even a deer out here. Not much to be afraid of in these woods. There's no real predators out here that we know of anyways. Probably the worst thing that could happen would be other humans. Other than that, no coyotes or bears or wolves or anything. For anybody that's not familiar with Indiana, which I can't imagine is very many of you, but if there anyone that does not know this area, then yeah, now you do, a little bit. Looks like this just brings me mostly back to the road. Alright. Head back to the truck then. I'll spare you that. I really thought they would put a maze here, but I guess not this time. Speaking of, let's check the time. 4:36. Still got 2 hours-ish before the sun sets. And then also tonight is the night where we turn back our clocks, which, you know, it's nice to gain an hour, but at the same time, I also wish they would just leave it alone. Well, I said I was going to go back to the truck, but I'm actually going to head down to the water real quick. So take a quick peek. I'm really planning to come back here at least once, maybe twice, for some more into the winter camping. I'm hoping that I can correlate my remaining time off from work to get out here when it's snowing and actually hot tent camp in the snow. Tonight's going to be kind of a trial run of that. Let's see how well I can set up this tent and stuff like that. How well the buddy heater works. And just, yeah, do it while it's going to be fairly temperate. That way I'm not out here in the cold and snow. Fiddling around with stuff I don't know how to use. Yeah, I'm also pretty tired today. Got off of work last night at 11 o'clock. Didn't go to bed until 3, woke up at 6. Because, yeah, I just couldn't sleep. So, hoping I can sleep well tonight in the tent. We'll find out. This really is a beautiful place. Across there looks to be a boat ramp. Yeah. Take a quick walk to the right. I haven't gone this way before. I don't know if I'm going to do the nature trails again, just because it looks like almost all the leaves are pretty much down, but we'll see. We'll see as we get deeper in here. I have plenty of time. I know this is a very pretty spot. Dirty water, I guess some kind of type of algae was detected in there this year. It is safe to swim in, but they had asked that you make sure you shower after getting in the water, which that's not going to be an issue for me today. Too cold to swim. The path just kind of tapers off over here. Okay. Yeah. Fresh air though. It smells nice. This looks painful. Oh, not bad. Dry and dead. Right. Now, let's head back to the truck. Yeah, there's looking out over where we just were on that path. Look over that way. Guess I could have kept walking out there. Oh well. too many, but some of them are still clinging on to their leaves. Especially these dark brown ones. Really dark orange, whatever color you would call that. Some are pretty green down low there. Alright, we're parked. We are going to take a quick walk through the trails. I'm not sure how far I'll go, but why not? We're here. Let's take a look. Some of these trees are still pretty yellows. I'm not going to go all the way around like I did last year, but take a look. This reminds me of that one other video where it was super windy. I didn't even want to come out here, which I ended up being glad that I didn't. There was a lot of trees falling that day. And as someone that has a history, has family history of someone actually getting killed by a tree falling on them when they're out here doing exactly this, I may be a little more sensitive to it than most people might be. Not overly sensitive to it, I don't think, because the odds of it happening are still very low, but not impossible. So, yeah. Let me get to the water and we'll just stand still for a minute. Listen to the quiet. Nice and peaceful out here. Look at this very pretty yellow tree. And then there's still greenery right over here. Lots of little critters running around out here. All right, let's get to the main event. I'm going to keep the camera rolling as I drive to my campsite, so feel free to skip ahead if you would like. Maybe a few minutes. Oh yeah, it looks pretty busy. If anybody's watched my other camping video, you will know that I camped right up here, just to the right. Look at all these people out here with their RVs. They're probably gonna look at me with my little tent and be like, what the hell is this idiot doing? That's okay though. Someday hope I can at least get a small teardrop camper. Oh, there's some people tent camping over there. Okay. 1:37, so I'm off this way. Okay, it doesn't look too busy over here. Should have picked one of the ones back here. Okay, yeah, I got a neighbor that's tent camping. I guess I won't look too super ridiculous. Hopefully. There's my site. Alright, let's get out, start getting everything set up. We'll go up and head and set up the tent right here. Got a picnic table to cook on. Yeah. Pretty noisy, but at least I got a nice little barrier of trees here. These people over there tent camping, so I won't look too ridiculous. Here's a look inside. Pretty spacious. I could probably have done a better job setting this up, but overall I got a decent amount of space. I'm not super happy with the plastic clips that you put the tent stakes into, but you know, a couple of them broke when I was trying to put this support rod up in the middle, but that could be my fault too. I could have had too much tension on it from the get-go. But yeah, let's see if we can fit a little cot in here, and then I'm gonna gradually bring the rest of my supplies in too. Okay, let's get my little table set up here, and then we'll get the cot set up. I'm doing this. This looks fairly easy enough. Out of the way right now. There's a little here. Looks like this, just kind of pops open just like that. Not bad. Let's grab the mattress for that. Toss all the extra stuff down here. This latches on. Looks to be a little pillow area here. And yeah, like so. I realize this isn't exactly the most economic setup. Like if you were backpacking, obviously you couldn't really carry this, but if you're just coming out to the campground, this should do nicely. And if it does get cold tonight, I've got a 30-degree sleeping bag. And last but not least, we're going to set up my little camp chair here. Right over here. I'll leave the buddy heater in the truck in the event that I need it. I can just go grab it. Obviously, the truck is like 10 feet away. Like that. Yeah. There we go. Chair, table, little cot. Actually, I'm gonna flip this around real quick. We're all set up. I thought about putting down my tarp for, there's a little spider right here. Tiny little guy. Thought about setting up my tarp, but yeah. It should be just fine. Yeah. Looks pretty cozy, if I do say so myself. Alright, tonight I'm attempting to make some, like, beef stew type of thing. Got some beef stew meat here. Beef stock. Some carrots, red potatoes, and an onion to go in it. We're cooking again on the stove here. I've also got my cup ready in case I feel like brewing up a hot cup of coffee later. Then my temperature is starting to drop. It's about 6 o'clock now. I presumably got about maybe an hour-ish of daylight left. Gotta make the most of it by getting started cooking here. Get a little seasoning on these. I'll get these fired up. Nice. Put the lid back on there real quick. And get started chopping up our veggies. Alright, veggies are all chopped up. I've been checking on the meat periodically too. Yeah. Running up nice. Running up real nice. Got this just simmering on slow so I can add the veggies once it's about cooked through, and then add some broth, and we'll just cook everything up real nice and slow. Yeah, looks pretty good. Now I gotta find a bag to store that onion in. Alright, I think we're also going to get a cup of coffee going here. Because I'll tell you what, although I'm hungry, I'm also really tired. That should do. Put this up. Got some water heating up. Have a nice coffee here in a few minutes. Alright. Water's not boiling yet. Meat is looking pretty good though. Let's add a little bit of seasoning to this. Some salt. A little bit of pepper. You know, most of this are already included in that rib rub. A little bit of paprika. Good measure. That's looking about ready to add the rest of the ingredients, I think, and then we can slowly just let it simmer for a bit. Let's get this stuff mixed in. Yeah, that's looking really good. Nice just to have a one-pan meal. I thought about tacos, but nah, this would be probably easier. I don't have to deal with taco shells and all that. Yes, I'm the only one that'll drink out of that, so it's fine. Let's get our veggies in there. Potatoes and carrots. Oh, this is a big enough pan. I'll make it work. It'd be nice if it was a little deeper, but yeah, it's cool. Might make a bit of a mess, but that's okay. I should try to get the meat up on top though. Yeah. Let's do that. Get those veggies down in there. Closer to the fire. That looks pretty good. Excuse me. Coffee. Not boiling, although it is on low, so let's open up this beef stock here. Can't forget about our onions either. Alright, put a little of this in there. I ended up using the whole thing. That should be good. Probably a few too many veggies in there, but hey. Put that back on here. Throw the onions in real quick. Recipe like this is probably better for like a crock pot, but I didn't feel like packing a giant pot. I thought this would work, and I think it will. Just might take a little finagling and being extra careful to make sure nothing boils over. Go ahead and re-season this. Veggies are in there. I've also got some nice bread to go with it. Ooh, didn't sound good. Alright. Looking good. Bump that up a notch. Pop the lid on there. Let that go for a while. Coffee. That's getting warm. All right. So I've got my coffee in this cool little thing here. There's a couple. It's supposed to be a spice pack because I have that thing. I just went ahead and put 2 things of instant coffee in here and 2 things of sugar because I don't like black coffee, or at least unsweetened black coffee. I might pull my chair out here real quick too. Looks pretty warm now. Turn that off. Look, a good amount of coffee. And sugars. Kind of stuck in there. Maybe not the best thing to put sugar in. There it goes. Nice. Okay. That should be enough. Give this a stir. This has come out to be really strong. Not bad at all. Oh yeah. I'm not usually a coffee drinker, but that tastes pretty darn good right now. It's bubbling away here pretty good. It's looking more like a beef soup than a stew, but that's alright. Let it simmer for a while still. Something like this needs plenty of time. Might be eating in the dark. Propane is setting the ice up a little bit. Give that a jiggle. Get some gas flowing through there. Another drink of coffee. That's a pretty peaceful night. Before we check on the food, actually, let me show you what I meant about the steak. So, everything I'm using, with the exception of a couple steaks that broke, is what came with the tent. So these little black metal steaks came with it, and they go into, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little plastic hook here, and when I went to put the pole in the tent to put the tension, a couple of these little plastic clips broke. So that could be my fault for having these two spaced out too far. I might have put the pole up. Maybe you're supposed to leave more slack than I did. That could be my fault, but they didn't seem to be very sturdy. What I'm guessing you're supposed to do is probably leave a fair amount of slack in them, and then use these lines here to, like, attach further out some lines to put more tension on the tent to give you a little more space in here. I'm sure, hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. I apologize, I'm, again, very tired, but this will work for me. It seems to be holding up well enough. And yeah, I might go ahead and bring the little buddy and heater in here, though. I do have a carbon monoxide detector to go along with it, just in case you were wondering that. Alright, checking on the food. That's looking really good. Yeah. a plate, I might just eat right out of here tonight. They're still going pretty good, despite the fact that my propane is rather iced up. I'll give one of these taters a try. Oh yeah. Get nice and soft. It won't be too long now. Sun should be setting any moment if it hasn't already. Food's about done. So we are going to get a few pieces of butter ready. Alright, I mean, goodness, you can tell I'm tired. Get a few pieces of bread with butter ready. Good. Butter these up, get them ready. Well, I'm thinking this butter is too cold to spread. It is dropping in temperature out here. I do have a thermometer, which I haven't set up yet. I could do that. Broth is boiling off. It's looking flat right now. Or kind of like a roast, except with chunks of meat instead of one big thing. Looks pretty good and it smells great. So yeah, I did pick up a indoor-outdoor thermometer. Here's the, I'm assuming that's the outdoor thermometer sensor. Or I mean temperature sensor for the thermometer. Inside is this. I'm not sure how the outdoor temperature is warmer, unless it just needs a minute to adjust. Anyways, I've got the little buddy heater in here. Got the carbon monoxide detector, one battery unplugged. For now, I'll plug it in before I go to sleep. Or before I start using this thing at least. Not that I'm going to use this while I sleep, just in case. I moved it to the center of the tent, just to keep it away from all of the tent walls and stuff, and I will have to be careful with these dead leaves. They go up like a matchbox if I accidentally lit them, so I'll have to be really careful if I need to light this up. I'm hoping I don't, because it feels, well, decently warm in here. Just a little bit warmer than outside right now. It's starting to drop for sure. Temperature-wise, I'm thinking this is definitely about done. Gotta eat here before it gets dark. All the broth is just about burning off. I wouldn't call this good. That looks really good. Yeah, it's done. Fire and then let it sit for a minute just to cool down. Let's go for this one. And I'm just gonna eat it right out of there. Alright. Well, a big old knife full of butter in there. Stir that around. We're gonna get to eating. Not like, this is nothing like the other time I was here in December. Quite a lot of people, a lot of children running around, but right in my immediate area it's nice and quiet. No immediate neighbors either, which is kind of nice. Still mosquitoes, I'm surprised to see that. Good enough. Taking in, I'm hungry. definitely tell now that the sun is set. It's getting dark out here quick. Might be about time to turn this on. Yeah, that helps a little. Yeah, alright, let's eat. Hot. But definitely cooked through. Nice and soft. Carrot's got a good flavor from that beef stock and from cooking in the meat juices. That piece of meat was a bit chewy, but still very tasty and flavorful. Oh yeah, it's hot. But man, is it hitting the spot right now. That's good, dude. Regrettably, I don't have any firewood with me to have a fire tonight. That's okay though. It's tasty. It goes even better with the bread here. That's a gunshot. Well, I won't make you sit here watching me stuff in my face. I'm gonna eat the rest of this up, or at least as much as I can at any rate. Clean up, and then I will see you back after I'm done with that. Well, I'm all cleaned up. You can't even see me, it's so dark. It's only 7:20. But everything on the table all cleared off. Dishes are done. I'm just gonna sit here and relax and enjoy the evening for a little bit. Go out there and smoke my cigar real quick too. Although on the other hand, I'm so tired that it might not be a good idea. It's really not as dark as the camera makes it seem. Again, I know GoPros are not great for filming after dark. Wind is starting to kick up a little bit. Hope the tent is gonna last. It should. Open up this cigar here real quick. Even if I don't completely finish it, I'm still gonna have it. At least a bit of it. Said you right there. Nothing quite like a relatively peaceful night by the, well, not campfire, but out in the campground. Cigar. And a nice cold Dr. Pepper. I wish I had my tea right now, but hey. It's all right. Peaceful night. Still in my little chair, just chilling. Thinking about what I want to do next year for vacations. I'm really hoping I can either go to Alaska or at least out to the Pacific Northwest, or maybe even east to like Maine or something. But I also want to do it via rail. I'd love to take like an Amtrak trip or fly up to Alaska and take one of those train trips that last like 4 days, where you go around in like a circle and see like Denali or something like that. It would be pricey, but probably worth it, considering the two most common places I've been going for vacations have been Tennessee and Michigan. I would like to broaden my horizons a little bit and travel. I'm also considering a cruise, maybe a Great Lakes cruise or something. Something where I don't have to have a passport. I can just, you know, go on it and just enjoy it and not have to worry about any official type of documents or anything like that. Those are just loose plans. Who knows what 2024 will bring. Yeah. Life's crazy for so many of us right now. It's just, it is hard to get out and do the things that you want to do. But I would encourage everybody just to get out and try to do whatever you can. Life is about more than just getting up every day and going to work. I know that's what occupies a lot of our time, especially with inflation affecting everybody except for like the ultra wealthy. We all need to work a lot of extra hours to make ends meet. If you have a family, unlike me, you probably need to even work longer to provide for your family or your kids. I'm going to use the term fortunate enough. Not necessarily fortunate. I know families, you know, obviously you love your family, so I'm not trying to say that a family is a bad thing in any way. I just haven't been blessed enough to meet the right person to start one with yet. But that aside, I'm blessed enough to be in a decent enough situation where I can take care of myself and I can afford to travel a little bit and just get out and enjoy. So yeah, do that. Whatever you can. Even if it's just coming to your local campground like I'm doing right now. You know, sitting down, cooking up a simple meal, having a smoke, reading, having a drink, whatever that is for you. Always try to make sure that you have time for a little bit of relaxation and happiness in your life, because it will go a long way. I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but it feels important enough that it should be said. I think I'm going to, with that, finish off my cigar. It's getting pretty cold out here. My fingertips are getting cold. I'll reach in the truck, grab a couple more things before we settle into the tent for the night. Alright, everybody. See you in a little bit. We're inside the tent. I must say, it feels pretty cozy. Get the sleeping bag. I'll finish getting that set up here. Oops. I just unplugged that light bar. This one needs to stay like that. And which way is the opening of the sleeping bag? Right here. I'm just gonna open it all the way, I think. I can crawl inside of it easily. additional blanket down here. I might pull that out too. It's not super cold, but the more the merrier. It's pretty comfortable. There you go. Yeah. Not bad looking. Alright. Might be about time to turn on a movie. It's only 7:49. Still got a lot to do, although I am very tired, so. But we might. I'll go ahead and fire up this heater. Set the detector over here. And, yeah. Wish I had somewhere to hang this up. Obviously, I need to perfect my setup a little bit. Carbon monoxide detector. Right there. And yeah, let's fire this baby up. So to fire one of these up, if you've never seen one before, you just turn this little knob to the pilot light position. Press down. May take a few times before you start to see a flame. Now once that flame is there, hold it for the count of 30. You don't always have to do that if the heater's warm, I don't think. When I've been testing it in the house, it works okay. Yeah, that wasn't 30 seconds, that wasn't even 10 probably. Fire her up. Already I feel the heat coming off it. And obviously you have to be very careful. Heat rises. You don't want to burn your tent. And with leaves all around me, I don't want to knock this over. Start a big ass fire. That would not be good. So I'm going to be very careful with this. Just use it long enough to warm up in here. I'm starting to feel that heat. It feels good. That's nice. Yeah. Oh. Well, the heat is definitely rising. It's warming up nice in here. This is just the low setting, which I'm going to keep it on real briefly. There's high. You can See, that really kicks it up a notch. That heat feels nice. Oh. You can already see the temperature difference. It's still a little cold down here at the level of the bed, which I might actually lower this table all the way down to the ground and put the heater just like that, and then use my little chair here as like a makeshift table and just sit on the cot. Yeah, I think I might do that real quick. But yeah, 57 in here, 48 outside. After a meal, you never want to forget one important thing to do. It's getting so hot in here from this standing up. I might have to take my shirt off. Alright, yeah, let's take a quick poke outside. Nice, nice. Not bad at all. One more thing I gotta grab out of the truck. Shoot, I forgot my key. That's the problem. Always remember you have your keys. Or where you put your keys. I definitely tell it's a lot colder out here in the tent. Grab what I gotta grab real quick. This cot is surprisingly comfy. Actually, although it probably helps to have a couple layers of cushioning, the sleeping bag and the blanket. But it's quite nice. It's very comfortable in here. That little heater going still. Just gonna let it keep running for a little while. I might actually try to get a little bit of sleep. I'm pretty tired, like I said earlier. I only got 3 hours last night. I'm ready to rest for a bit, man. But just in case. Successful. Again, I highly doubt I don't need that, but better to have it out and not need it than to need it and not have it. Additionally, I think that I'm going to keep these lights running for as long as I can, at least one of them. That way it kind of gives off the illusion, even if I do manage to fall asleep, that somebody, or that I'm still awake in here potentially, at least maybe throw enough doubt into someone that might have a nefarious intense mind as to not mess with me if they see lights are still on inside here. Just checking my phone real quick. Oh, right, what I wanted to get out of the truck real quick is this. It's a full body wipe. Clean Freak, spelled with a K. K-L-E-A-N. Body wipe, tea tree. If you're like me and you get oily pretty easily, make something like this to clean off at the end of the night before you go to bed. It'd be kind of nice. So we're gonna try it out. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's quite a nice smell. Quite nice, in fact. Puts up into a nice sized little towelette here. Wipe off the hands. That's a very pleasant smell. Face. Yeah. Feels quite nice. Quite nice. Nice to be a little bit cleaned off.
obviously use that for more sensitive bits, but it's been cold today, or cooler at Lightning 2, so we're not gonna worry about that. Popped in the last GoPro battery. You can see it's got it heated up nice in here. 70 degrees sitting right down here. 46 outside. It's really nice. I'm gonna get covered up soon and try to get a little bit of rest, I think. Turn that light out. The peaceful glow of the heater. In here. I'm gonna get tucked in. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty comfortable. I just kind of wish I had a pillow. I feel like my feet are up higher than my head, but it should be alright. I'm pretty level. Yeah, I'm gonna try to close my eyes and get a little bit of shut-eye real quick. I don't know if I'll record again tonight, so if I don't, I will hopefully see you in the morning. It's been fun. It's been a good night. Well, it's about 10:20. Just got some rest. I feel a little bit better than I did. I woke up though. Got to warm up in here a little bit. Got the heater back on. I'll be able to see that it is. It was about 47 in here when I started at 40 outside. It's getting a little cool. Not too bad in the sleeping bag, but it's still a little cool. Really let it warm up in here before I go back to sleep for the night. Maybe listen to some YouTube or something. Do I have a phone cable in my backpack? Check that real quick. I don't think I do. I don't want to run to the truck for a charger, but yeah. Feels good. Turn the heater on high for a moment. Let's see what it looks like in here with just that on. Yeah, it's cool. I can see it a little bit better, but it casts just this peaceful orange glow like that. Alright, back to low. What time quiet hour is here? I'm not sure. It must be about 10 o'clock or thereabouts because it's about the time when I was drifting in and out of sleep that voices and stuff finally stopped. What time sunrise will be tomorrow? I'm going to check that out real quick. Tonight is the time change too. So we can have an extra hour sunrise at 7:21. So we've another good 8 or 9 hours in here. I might have to go grab a phone charger real quick. Phone is at 58%. Maybe I still hear some voices out there. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a phone charger real quick. Oh, nothing better. Sitting in front of the heater. Had it going for about 20 minutes now. It's pretty warm in here. Probably gonna turn on the rest of this spooky Mr. Ballin video. Really enjoying his channel content, by the way. I found him about 2 weeks ago. Some very spooky and weird stuff he covers. Shameless plug there. Not afraid to admit it, although I'm not saying it to try to get clicks. He genuinely has good content, so if you're interested in like strange, spooky or mysterious stories, definitely check him out. Alright, I'm gonna get back into my sleeping bag, turn this heater off, and try to fall asleep listening to the story. So, for real this time, unless anything happens in the night, I think this is going to be good night until sunrise tomorrow. So, I will see you then. As long as nothing sneaks up and kills me at night. Alright, good night. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I swear I just heard somebody or something walking around outside my tent. But I got up and shined with my flashlight, and I didn't see anybody nearby. Because that's the one benefit of having all these leaves around, is I can very easily hear anything sneaking up on me. Hopefully it was just a deer passing by, curious or something like that, but again, just in case. Anyways, it is 42 degrees in here. That's what it's dropped down to since I've been trying to sleep. 35 outside. Definitely chilly. Got the heater running again. Still on the first propane tank. I don't know how much longer it'll last. I've got 2 more in here if I need them. Feels good. I feel like anybody that watches me knows I don't really have a penchant for drama, so hopefully don't think I'm lying to you when I said that I know that I heard footsteps, but yeah. I'm gonna sit up for a little bit and just listen and then try to get back to sleep. Well, good morning. It's just a little before 7 o'clock. I slept okay for most of the night, and boy, though, did it get cold in here. Yeah, 31 degrees. Cooler, I think, than they were predicting. 37 in the tent, 31 outside. I'm gonna try to warm it up in here before I get up. Tent will start cleaning up. This heat feels good. at that. It's a foggy morning out here. Kind of cool. All right, we're getting ready to check out. That was a fun little stay. Cold, but still a good time. Overall, pretty happy with the tent. Of course, you saw me not really pack it down like it was when it came out of the package. I'm going to take it home, and it should warm up to around 50 or 60 degrees later. I'm going to put it out in the sun since some condensation did collect on the inner walls. I don't want to put it away moldy, so that's the reason I just kind of rolled it up like that and threw it in the back of the truck instead of trying to make it a little bit nicer. However, it did well in combination with the heater. Like I said, I think it would be a little better with a actual wood stove in there, like the tent is designed for. But overall, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Just remember not to do what I did when setting it up and put too much tension on those tent stakes so that the little plastic clips break. That's my only complaint so far. Yeah. I have some replacement stakes that I can use, of course, but yeah, if you just use what they have and be careful, you should be fine, I think. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go grab me a warm coffee and a breakfast somewhere. I'm gonna get home and get on with my weekend. So, if you watched this to the end, I appreciate your viewership. I hope I was able to at least somewhat entertain you. And until next time, peace everybody. Thank you for watching.